Welcome, everyone. My name is Vic Hershey. I am the president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that operates a little bit differently. So I'd like to take the time today to go through a little bit about what makes us different. And then I'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO. He'll actually show a little bit of the back end of how everything works. And then we'll end with Jose Gonzalez, our sales manager with 28 years of experience, to bring it all together into how it works to close loans. So let me go ahead and start with sharing my screen here. And hopefully most of you have joined from this page before, but let's go through and just talk a little bit more about what we mean. We are definitely a different type of company and come from a different type of background. As you can see here, we are all about leads, free leads, and we push that through with our software, our CRM, POS, LOS software. And obviously we have all the cutting edge AI stuff built in as well. So myself and Kyle come from more of a marketing and internet coding background. So what you're about to see, we've written every line of code for us, by us. So a little bit differently than most companies out there, we do everything for ourselves to operate in the way we need to. And we have full-time developers to implement that and add new stuff all the time. So that's really what makes us different. But let's go through some of the specifics here. So again, we're non-delegated correspondent with our own tools that are there to allow you to scale your business instantly. So us being from more of a marketing background, right? We're not really out there to recruit people to take your business or add your business to us. What we want to do is add to your business, right? You guys are all the loan experts out there. You guys all know what you're doing, your niche, who you work with, what types of loans you like to do. We want to build a platform and a system to expand on that, right? To allow you to get new leads through your platform and through your system. So whether that's our leads, our company leads, which Kyle will show you, or your own leads, we believe that leads are key, especially in this market. We've always believed that you always want to be adding to your pipeline. However, now it's more important than ever, as a lot of the traditional referral sources have somewhat dried up for most loan officers. So we want to make sure you guys are filling your pipeline, whether it's with our leads or you're using our system to add new leads through your already generating business. So we want to make sure we have a platform that adds to what you're already doing instead of trying to take away or recruit you that we're better or faster or have better rates. We want to make sure we have the best platform for you to grow, right? So our business model here, we are non-delegated correspondent. What that means is we're approved with 130 lenders and investors, and we can do both broker and correspondent for our borrowers. What's most important for us is our borrowers and them getting the absolute best deal and the best program that we can offer. So if that's one of our 5,000 loan programs where we're the lender through our 32 correspondent investors, great. That's always typically going to be the best rates and pricing, because correspondent pricing is always going to beat broker pricing when we're funding loans with our own money, using our own lawyers, issuing our own closing docs, all that kind of good stuff. However, if there's for any reason that a loan or a customer doesn't fit with what we do, or a property maybe doesn't fit, we have over 105 wholesale lenders that we can partner with for those loans that fall outside the box, or for any reason there's a better deal or a program that we don't have. No problem. We love to broker loans as well. What's most important to us is our borrowers get the best deal. So what's also important to us is we have a home for every loan. So we have every loan program imaginable, from all of the standard stuff, VA, USDA, FHA, Fannie, Freddie, to all the standard non-QM, DSCR, definitely our specialty. Then we also have access to commercial, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, and some of the products that we broker for more of the commercial stuff. But no matter what it is, what type of lead we have, we want to make sure we have an outlet for that lead. Now, how does the technology work? Well, as I mentioned, it's a custom built system for us, by us, and it's through our website that you're looking at right now. Obviously, this is part of it, but everything's built through the website with the AI, the POS, the CRM, the LOS. Everything is in one spot. So what that means is one login for you as the LO, one login for your customers as a customer. No longer do you have to have 200, 300 different logins. If you're a broker, you know what I mean. When you have a ton of different outlets and different systems and all kinds of different AMCs, all kinds of different stuff you have to have logins for. For us, one login. So customers can flow from their name, email, phone, anywhere they're coming into our system. Kyle will show you all kinds of different ways. But even if they come in with just a name, email, or a name and phone, they can go to pulling their own live rates, completing their own 1003, pulling their own credit, pulling that all in with the liabilities into our Encompass-based platform without you doing anything. And the best part is you don't have to log in, as I mentioned, anywhere but our system. We use Encompass-based system. Nobody really likes Encompass, I know, but that's why you don't have to log into Encompass. You can just use our API to instantly do anything you need within the Encompass. Same with Optimal Blue. You don't need to log in for that. You will have the ability to click any buttons in the CRM to instantly have access to all the pricing, but it's done through Optimal Blue, which everybody's used to. So same thing with all the services you guys are used to. You don't need a login for it. It's simply the click of a button on any loan for credit, account check, which does VOE, VOI, VOA, appraisal works, AMCs, 5 AMCs, one click of a button, no logins needed for any separate AMCs, all that kind of good stuff. So that puts it all together and allows us to do all the stuff we're all used to without having extra logins and extra processes. It's just a button. And one of the coolest features we have here is our Calvin Dual Oz AI. So just like a lot of outlets there have their own dual Oz where you can run it both at the same time, we take it to the next level and run that through our AI analysis to see which one is going to be better for our borrower, where you can compare them both side by side. And as I mentioned before, we have our development staff on hand to implement new features. We do an update pretty much every week, and one of those updates could be one of your suggestions. Trainings and support. We've done this business model as a FDIC bank, a broker, non-Del and Del, and we find that training and support is definitely a missing part of everything. So we want to make sure we have as much training and support available at the click of a button for all of our team members, whether that's our remote-based learning center, which is more like a classroom where you can jump in there, or our daily live trainings that we have. So anytime you can jump in the classroom, take those courses, learn. Every single day, we have our live mortgage rates podcast where we go over different topics for the public and you guys as our team members as well. And we have our sales training as well, 5 days a week for our team, and our loan officer training podcast 2 days per week, which is a deep dive into a specific topic for our team and obviously the public out there as well, other loan officers that might want to learn some of our unique products and services. We also have our Zoom support open during regular business hours and our knowledge center where you can search thousands of articles, not just from us, but our partners, right? With 130 correspondent investors and lenders. We have all kinds of tips, guides, videos, matrices, all kinds of different resources from them and us as well. Then we have our Calvin Compliance AI, which has all of the federal regulations and most of the state regulations programmed as well, where you can get quick answers to any compliance issues at any time of day. Now, a couple bullet points here that we are very passionate about here that don't fit in the other category. DSCR, business purpose loans. You guys have probably heard me talk about it if you've seen any of our trainings here. Definitely one of the best opportunities to expand your business since we can do those in 44 total states without necessarily having to be licensed for those commercial DSCR business purpose loans. We are also very passionate about leads. Kyle will show you all the different ways they come in, but we want to make it very simple, a 50-50 split. So real simple, if it's from us, it's a 50-50 split. If it's from you, it's your lead and you make your full comp. At any point, anybody can click a button to refer a deal to a senior LO for 75 basis points, which is if you have a conflict of interest, maybe it's a spouse loan, maybe it's a friend, maybe you're not licensed in the state, but it's still your client, you want to stay involved, no problem. You click one button, that'll go to someone who's ready to go and has the license that you need. We are also very passionate about leads, as you can tell. So if you have your own leads, great. We'll show you how to put those in the system. If you need to use our leads and set up your own campaign using our systems, no problem. We'll show you how to do that. And to top it all off, again, we're from a marketing and technology background, no monthly fees. Everything is transparent. What you see is what you get. No hidden fees, no payroll fees, no monthly fees, no fees of any kind. We've built all these systems, so you guys just have to click a button there. And Calvin AI Loan Officer Assistant is built in every step of the way. Kyle will show you guys a couple of ways that he is implemented into the regular process. But once you join the team, you'll see him pop up all over the place to help you out on a day-to-day basis. This is the video. If you guys get lost, feel free to jump back on the video. But let's go through the compensation plans before I pass it over to Kyle. So most people are drawn to the left side. We'll start with the senior loan officer. This is obviously the goal. We want to get everybody rocking and rolling with our system. And they will make up to 250 basis points with bonuses. The standard comp here might be a little bit hard to see. It says 200 basis points on conventional non-QM. That's 2% commission for those maybe not familiar. Again, very simple, 50-50 split. If you take any company leads, no problem. There's all kinds of different ways they come in. you're going to make 100 basis points on company leads for conventional non-QM, the stuff we're all used to, and that's 1%. So our senior loan officers will have access to obviously all the leads, but the best leads of all are our referrals from our team. So anytime you have that conflict of interest, you're going to click that button, you're going to team up with the senior loan officer, and the senior loan officer not only has a ready, willing, and able client from their teammates, but also a teammate to help them with that loan. So those are the best leads because those are not just leads, they're developed clients that are ready to go with a teammate attached. They will also have access to all our different leads, no restrictions at all for 50-50 split. So Kyle will show you all the different ways. Obviously, senior loan officers, no restrictions there at all. And to earn more, 25 basis points, monthly bonus for 2 million plus volume. As we mentioned, we want to build a platform for you guys. If you already have a business rocking and rolling, we want to get you as much of that compensation back as we can. And to take it to the next level, if you're going over 5 million, no problem. We want to get you back as much comp as we can. So an extra 50 basis points bonus for any volume over 5 million. For those of you that want to teach, once you learn our systems, we would love for you to help teach others. So you can be a team leader and make 15 basis points on the loans for the team that you help structure their deals, get those loans together and get them ready for disclosure, and help your teammates out along the way to learn the process. If you really want to take it to the next level and take the legal responsibility, you can be a branch manager and earn 25 basis points on those loans of your team and your branch, and not only help put the deals together, but actually disclose those and be responsible for disclosing those and pricing those and pushing those through the system. So great opportunity for those that want to earn more. How do you get to a senior loan officer? You need to learn our system and you need to close 6 loans with our system. So for your first 6 loans, you're on the loan officer plan, you're going to earn 150 basis points. That's 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, what we're all used to. Still have access to all the company leads for your first 6 deals, no problem. Take some company leads, 75 basis points on company leads. That's for conventional and non-QM there for your first 6 deals. So you'll be teamed up with a team leader and a branch manager to help you structure your loans, and then also have access to Jose, who will help you get those disclosures out for your first deals to make sure you're rocking and rolling using our system. Still have access to all our leads at a 50-50 split that Kyle's about to show you. Still have access to the good click to claim leads, which are some of the best ones coming through live. You'll see those in a second. And you can always click that button again to refer a deal to a senior LO if you're uncomfortable. Maybe you haven't done a fix and flip loan before. No problem. Click that button, team up with a senior LO who's done one before, and learn that product and still earn great commission. We are licensed in 24 states for primary and second homes, and then we can originate our DSCR business purpose loans in 20 additional states without having to get more licenses. So great opportunity for you guys to expand your footprint there. Now our loan officer requirement, the fine print here, the only fine print, 1 loan per month minimum, because you need to be a full-time loan officer. If you're not closing 1 loan per month, you're obviously probably not full-time. So we want to make sure if there's any reason you're not full-time and not closing 1 loan per month, no problem. We have the right plan for you. That is the junior loan officer plan. So if for any reason you're not full-time, maybe you're brand new, maybe you're a realtor and you added this license, but you're not doing this full-time necessarily, or you haven't closed any loans before and you're brand new, no problem. This is the plan to start on. You're still going to earn great commission. 75 basis points is a lot more than most call center type environments. And you're going to earn that referring deals to senior loan officers who know exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, and you'll be going along with them on the process and learning how to get those loans done. You'll still have access to our software. You're still licensed, right? You're still making basis points. You still have an active license. You still have access to our Calvin AI loan officer assistant to help you out, learn the process. And you still have your website generating leads for you. And you can still access all of our leads in our auto dialer to add more business to your pipeline. So this is the plan here with no minimum production requirements. As soon as you're ready to go full time, if you're learn the process and you're ready to jump in with both feet, you can upgrade to loan officer anytime. So just make sure to sign up for the plan that's applicable. If you're already rocking and rolling, you already know what you're doing, sign up as a loan officer. We'll get those first few loans done, learn our system, and then you'll be off to the races. If you've never done loans before or you're more part-time, no problem. Join as a junior loan officer here, earn some great commission while you learn the process, and then upgrade when you are ready. So those are the plans that you can sign up for when you're ready. But let's go ahead and pass it over to Kyle to show some of the cool stuff that goes on in the background with the software. So you ready, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and, excuse me, let me go ahead and share my screen here. And just to show you real quick, this is our CRM. Does everything any other CRM does, right? You take your notes and send emails and text. You can also click one button and have our AI assistant, Calvin, formulate an email for you as well. And of course, you set your reminders. You can put people on action plans, drip campaigns to automatically text them and email them, all that kind of good stuff, right? But what really starts to separate our system is our quoting system here. So with just entering a few pieces of info without pulling their credit, you can click one button, get all of the different rates for that program from all of our different investors, and within 2 minutes, the system will send your client an email and a text that looks like this. A nice pretty quote. They can see the rate choices they have. They can scroll over these things to see what they mean. It pulls in the Google map automatically. It pulls in the Zestimate automatically. It has the monthly breakdown automatically. And of course, it has you as the loan originator. And then also you can add your realtor partners to this. So your realtor partners absolutely love this. They know when they send you a client, not only can you quote them within minutes, but you're going to include them on the quote to that client. And you're putting them in front of their client, right? Saying, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. Now, the best part about this is your client can go ahead and click Start My Loan Application. And what that does is take them into their borrower portal. So you'll see here, it takes them right to start their loan application right here in our system. Again, they don't have to leave our system at all. They don't have to leave the page to fill out their full 1003. It's going to request the basic documents we're going to need from them to upload. It's going to show them their loan info. It's going to show them the milestone of where their loan is at as it goes through the process. Of course, you're controlling that on your end by pushing it through the process automatically and all that kind of good stuff. Now, what you see on your end here is you also see the documents they're uploading. You can see their 1003 here. You can also request documents. So with one click, you could request documents. You could request a whole new packet. You can request them to sign documents. And of course, that all pulls up in their login on their side. They don't have to leave the page to do an e-sign for a document you request or upload a document. Everything is here in the one system. You can also use our AI assistant to order the VOE, VOA, lock the loan, request title, request insurance, file COCs, cancel your loan, all that kind of stuff here with our Calvin AI assist. Now, once your client submits their full loan application, we pull credit instantly and automatically. And we pay for the credit pull up front, so your client doesn't have to pay anything. So once they hit submit on that full 1003 and we have permission to pull credit, we do so. So then when you click our Encompass API here, that's going to bring up the file here. Again, like Nick said, you don't have to actually go into Encompass. You can just use our API and the whole 1003 is already going to be here filled in. The credit is already going to be pulled and the credit's going to be imported here automatically. So once your client submits that 1003 and you click this, you're in here originating the loan already in our system, credits pulled, everything's in here. And you, again, as Nick said earlier, you can run dual with the click of a button, do Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac automated underwriting. And then our AI is going to analyze both results and give you pointers on which one would be better for your situation. So everything happens here through the system. And then even once you're in underwriting, there'll be conditions here on the back end for you, and you'll be able to upload your conditions here. So we basically all the way through the entire process of the loan right here in our system, one login for you, one login from the client. So we can take the client from being a name, email, phone number to speaking to them, gathering their information, quoting them, gathering their application, gathering their documents, pulling their credit, originating the loan, uploading our underwriting conditions. All of that happens all in this one system, one login for you and one login for your client. So now let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place. So the first and foremost way that we provide you leads is going to be through our Facebook campaigns, right? Those are the leads that are coming in real time. You're going to be getting text messages every day. with leads that are coming in from our ad campaigns. Somebody clicks on our ad, they double opt in to be contacted. You get a text immediately, so you can call them instantly. And those are the ones that are coming in real time. Those are our hottest, freshest leads there. Now, other ways that we provide you to work leads here in our system is our auto dialer. So we have an auto dialer, just like any other auto dialer. You can call hundreds of people in a day. You can press one button to drop an automatic text and email to them if they don't answer. So you can call hundreds of people in a day, drop in automated emails, text messages, all that kind of good stuff. And we have leads in here for you. Notice we have purchase leads for different states in here, bank statement leads. We also have realtor calls. We have cold calls. We have all different types of leads in here for you. There's always thousands of leads for you to call here in the auto dialer. So not only do we provide you with the dialer, we provide you with plenty of leads in it that you can call. So not only can you get those fresh, hot ones coming in from the campaigns live, but you can also use the dialer to call thousands and thousands of people, and we put the leads in there for you to do so. Another way that you can work leads in our system is we can manage a campaign for you. So those same leads that we're giving you at no upfront cost for a 50-50 split on the back end, you could have us run a campaign for you so that we do not take a split on the back end, right? So if you want us to take our campaign that we've proven out that we know works, we can copy that campaign. If you want to put your own budget on it, those leads go to you without a lead split. So while we're going to give you leads every single day, you can also boost your pipeline even more by running your own campaign, and there is no lead split on those leads from your campaign that you paid for the lead up front, as opposed to us paying for the lead up front. And the import leads button here is another way to work leads. We give you your own personal webhook, and we give you the instructions here on how to bring in leads from other legitimate lead sources. So if you already buy leads from Zillow or Free Rate Update or Lending Tree, you can use this URL. It will then bring them into our system in real time. So as soon as a lead comes in from that source, it goes into your CRM automatically. You're notified by us. That way you can call them, quote them, text them, quote, the whole thing all in our system, just like any other lead. So whether they're leads coming from our campaigns directly, or they're leads from our auto dialer, or they're leads where you've purchased a campaign for us to manage, or if you're purchasing leads from any other source and bringing them in real time through our webhook, essentially every way there is to work leads, we have available for you here in our system. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jose here to talk about how this all comes together to actually close loans. So Jose Gonzalez, 28 years as a loan officer and a realtor, and he is going to explain how this all comes together to actually close loans and the type of support that we provide here at the Mortgage Calculator.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar on joining the Mortgage Calculator. So you've heard about the amazing leads and technology that we offer, our proprietary technology. So let me let you know a little bit about the support and how we can assist you get going as soon as possible without spinning your wheels. This is extremely important because some of you may be coming over from the agency world, and we do agency loans, of course, but we have a much wider spectrum of products that we offer. So it is essential that we guide you initially as you're transitioning over and learning our processes and learning all the cool products that we offer. So let me jump right into all the support that we offer to make sure you're not spinning your wheels. The first and probably the most important thing, one of the things that makes me the proudest, besides all the great products that we offer, is the Knowledge Center. When we got into the business and got into this project, we realized that there was a need industry-wide to create a knowledge base for new MLOs and for MLOs new to whatever system they're trying to integrate into. So we created the Knowledge Center, which is basically a digitized version of everything that we do. We have our search bar. You can go right in there, type in a keyword or phrase, and in less than a second, you'll have all of the different articles that you can check out in the Knowledge Center for whatever topic you may be needing assistance with. Like, for example, today I'm disclosing some files, and I made sure that the MLO, before it comes to the meeting, checks out the Knowledge Center and all disclosure related guidance, so they can ensure they haven't missed any needed steps on their file. It's pretty easy when you have it broken down like that, right? Next thing we have is our Zoom room, which is manned during business hours, working days. It is manned by in-house processors that we have that can assist you very quickly. You can jump in there, and maybe you may have to wait 1 or 2 people that may be in front of you, but you will get taken care of for most items other than sit down and structure a file. I mean, they'll help you with issues you may have with your structure, but if you're going to structure a file, then your best resource would be your team leader or management. As soon as you are cleared for business, that you complete your training, you are placed with a team leader. Team leaders are your first resource other than the Knowledge Center, obviously, in the Zoom room to go to. As soon as someone submits a loan application, one of your prospects submits a loan application, you receive an email. Your team leader is also copied on that email. Management receives the email that you have a new loan application. You have a link on that email so you can book a meeting with your team leader, and you have your team leader and you have management chiming in and giving you feedback on your new application, giving you some quick pointers, and reminding you to please book your structure meeting as soon as possible. So that's your initial structure. Make sure we get that loan off on the correct trajectory. So then once your file is ready to be disclosed, now you've gone over the structure, you've worked on the file, now you're ready to get it disclosed. If it's a brokered file, you meet with your team leader for that final review and for the green light to go to the lender's portal and get that file disclosed. If we are the lender, then you would meet with our disclosure desk, where we would be the final quality control review of the file, make sure all your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, we check compliance, we check pricing, make sure everything is how it should be for that file, that it is the best option for your borrower, and then we disclose the file right then in front of you, and then we also assist you with signing your part of the disclosures. So file gets disclosed by us, borrower signs, you sign, file then goes to our intake department, where we have our intake processor, which will complete the intake related duties, you know, fraud guard, tax cert, and the OFAC list and other intake related items that lenders have to check. Then they will register the file on the portal where you chose to submit the loan, upload your documents, and submit your file to underwriting, and then we'll assign your file to a processor. We do have internal processing for all our non-delegated loans, but we are the lender. As soon as that approval comes in, your processor gets the alert, and you work together with your processor to compile the conditions, upload them to the CRM, and then the processor upload the documents to meet the conditions on your loan and get the clear to close. Once we get the clear to close, it goes into our closing department, who then works with title to work up the package, balance everything out, and close your deal. So a lot of support here, especially on your new deals. We've had quite a few success stories. One that comes to mind is on a very difficult profit and loss loan. We had one of our MLOs, she received this lead. This lead had been denied, this loan had been denied as a full doc loan through another lender, not through us. She picked up the lead. It was her own paid for lead campaign, which was an added plus for her. And we were able to review this file. We met a few times on this loan, but we were able to properly structure it into a profit and loss loan. That's a very difficult loan. So we went from they're trying to push the envelope full doc to our and getting denied to our properly structuring the loan through the assistance that we provided to the MLO, and we were able to close that profit and loss loan in a little bit over 3 weeks. And on top of that, the file was made even more challenging by a transferred appraisal. Borrower already had an appraisal for the value he wanted and wanted to make sure we could use that appraisal, and we were able to assist the MLO, walk her through that, and get that transfer done. So it was a win-win-win-win-win situation for everybody involved, including our MLO, who made about 15, 16 G's on her first deal. I think I forgot to say it was $1,056,000 on that first loan. So those are the types of success stories that we have all the time here at the Mortgage Calculator. When you do combine all of the resources that we have, combined with a little bit of elbow grease from the MLO, you got to roll up your sleeves a little bit in the beginning, be a little hands-on, and you will be closing your loan with all the tools and resources we have in 30 days or less. So looking forward to having you all here at the Mortgage Calculator and helping you all expand your lending footprint.
All right, perfect. Let's talk about the next steps, and then we will open it up to questions here. So themortgagecalculator.com/join. That's where you're going to go when you're ready to move forward and join the company here. You're going to select which plan to join on, either a loan officer or a junior loan officer. And when you click this button, it's going to have you fill out a form, and then it's going to take you right to sign the compensation agreement. Now, you do not need to sign the agreement right then. It's going to email you a copy of it as well. But once you do sign up and sign that agreement, that's what's going to kick off all of the next steps of us getting your ID documents and sponsoring your license and all that kind of stuff. So first step is to sign up there. That will kick off the rest of the steps there. The website is themortgagecalculator.com/join. So Nick, you can go ahead and stop recording, and we will go ahead and get into the question.